Recently, all of New South Wales has had its local environment plans, which are LEPs, standardised into a single document. Most of the councils have completed this process. In the standard instrument now is a clause called Clause 5.10.10, and under that clause there is an incentive clause which allows a prohibited use, theoretically, to be used in a heritage building, or let's say a building in a certain zoning is only allowed to have certain uses. Well, if you can justify the fact that by having this use in the heritage building, it would be much more economically viable for that building, then council will consider allowing those prohibited uses to take place. So it kind of opens up the ambit to a fairly wide spectrum, and being an incentive, it's an encouragement for building owners to use their buildings in that fashion. And it's really the first official legislated heritage incentive that we've ever had in any of our planning instruments. And it's a good starting point. I personally believe that there should be a lot more incentives. I think that owners of heritage buildings don't get enough compensation. I think there is a serious downside to being an owner of a listed heritage building. And the downside is that there's limitations in the ability to develop. There's restrictions in how you can develop. And this form of compensation through incentives is actually a way of improving the situation, both for the owner from an economic standpoint and also for the building. In fact, I think it's a lifeline for heritage if we had more incentives. But unfortunately, that view is not commonplace, and certainly the legislation doesn't reflect it.